Potato, another great story. This is called Elephants Don't Do Ballet. It's written by Penny McKinley and illustrated by Graham Percy, and it's a koala book from Australia. Elephants Don't Do Ballet. One Christmas, Esmeralda was given a musical box with a tiny gold ballerina on top. When the music played, the ballerina twirled elegantly round on one leg. "I want to be a ballerina," said Esmeralda. Her brother Ernest snorted into his bucket of milk. "Elephants don't do ballet." "Now, Ernest," said Mummy. Esmeralda tied a knot in her trunk. "I want to be a ballerina." Mummy sighed. "Yes, dear. I'll see about lessons." Next day, Mummy rang the ballet school. "She'll need a leotard," said the ballet teacher. "A pink one. And pink ballet shoes. Be here at 6 o'clock sharp." A man in the dance shop looked worried when he saw Esmeralda. Mummy curled her trunk and coughed delicately. Large, would you say?" Esmeralda, but even extra large didn't fit. Esmeralda tied a knot in her trunk and stamped her foot. The shop shook. "I think we'd better go, dear," said Mummy. Here they are, trying on all of the things in the shop. On the way home, they passed a furniture store. A sign in the window caught Mummy's eye. "Mr. Miracle's chair covers, stretched to fit the largest seat." "Do you have those in pink?" inquired Mummy. They did, and they fitted perfectly. Esmeralda did a delighted twirl and the chandelier shook. They even had pink footstool covers to match. "We'll take 4, Mummy trumpeted in triumph. So there's the couch chair cover, and there are the footstool covers. Shortly before 6, they arrived at ballet class. Silence fell as Esmeralda trundled in. Someone giggled. "She's fat," said a small voice. Esmeralda tied a knot in her trunk. "Ignore them, Esmeralda," said Mummy, "and do untie your trunk, dear. It doesn't look nice." The lesson started. Mummy wrapped her trunk tightly around her eyes and ears. "First, girls," said the teacher, "we shall learn to point our toes. Right foot clap, left foot clap, off we go." Esmeralda got into a terrible tangle. She pointed both right feet at once and capsized. The ballet teacher called out, "Try pointing your back feet and clapping with your front, Esmeralda. See you all next week, girls." Uh-oh. The next week, Mummy folded her ear flaps over her eyes. "Today, girls, we shall learn to trot like little ponies," said the ballet teacher. The class trotted in a circle. Here they go. "Now, girls, we shall gallop," cried the teacher. There were muffled screams as Esmeralda lumbered into a gallop. The ballet teacher hauled the girls out from under Esmeralda's feet. "In future, Esmeralda, stick to a trot," said the teacher. "See you next week, girls." Uh-oh. The next week, Mummy wore earplugs and did a crossword. "Today, girls, we shall learn to twirl," said the teacher. But when Esmeralda twirled, her trunk wrapped around itself so tightly round her neck She couldn't breathe. By the time she got it untangled, her face was blue. "Next time, Esmeralda, try holding a wand in your trunk," said the teacher. "See you next week, girls." The next week, Mummy wore headphones and did her knitting. "Today, girls, we shall learn to jump," said the teacher. "One at a time, I think," she added nervously, looking at Esmeralda. Esmeralda soared up and crashed down on a loose plank. The ballerina on the other end flew up to the roof. "Oh, there she goes." "Perhaps more of a skip, Esmeralda," suggested the teacher, fetching a ladder. 6 o'clock next week, girls." Oh dear, Esmeralda's not having a very good time, is she? The next week, Mummy turned her back and read the newspaper. "This week, girls, we shall reach up and pick stars," said the ballet teacher. Esmeralda stretched her stumpy little legs up, and tottered heavily back onto the grand piano. While they waited for an ambulance to take the pianist away, the teacher said, "Try using your trunk to pick stars, Esmeralda. Now remember, girls, next week is our show." Gosh, I hope they're ready. There's the poor pianist underneath the piano. At last it was the night of the show. The music began. The curtain started to rise and stopped. It rose a little more and stopped. Esmeralda's two back feet were planted firmly on the bottom of the curtain. "Move your feet, Esmeralda," hissed the teacher. Too late. There was a loud rip and the curtain came crashing down, burying Esmeralda and all the little ballerinas in an orange velvet heap. Oh dear. Then a trunk emerged from under the curtain with a heave. Esmeralda rose and twirled the curtain gracefully above her head, while the little ballerinas clung to the edges like stars. And there they are. Esmeralda lowered the curtain and the ballerinas danced around her as she stood with the orange velvet curtain draped about her like a queen. In a grand finale, each little ballerina leapt lightly onto Esmeralda's trunk and pirouetted perfectly, like the little ballerina on the Christmas musical box. So they are up there, and pirouette means to turn. So they're turning very, very lightly on top. Afterwards, the audience clapped as if they would never stop. "Well done, Esmeralda," cried the ballet teacher. Mummy hugged Esmeralda tightly with her trunk. Ernest tugged Esmeralda's tail. "You were right," he said. "Elephants can do ballet." On the way home, they passed the ice skating rink. Outside was a picture of a lady skating. Esmeralda's eyes glinted. "I want to be an ice skater," she said. Ernest choked on his bubblegum. "Elephants can't. I want to be an ice skater." Esmeralda stamped. The pavement cracked. Mummy sighed. "Yes, dear," she said. "I'll see about lessons." And there are some pictures of Esmeralda and ice skating. Elephants can do ballet, can't they? Until next time, my friends, ka kite.